Good morning, children, and welcome back. We will continue with the lesson Air, Water and Weather today. In the previous class, we had learned about the sun's role in causing changes in weather conditions on our planet Earth. Today, we will talk about what atmosphere is and what is air made up of. Further, we will discuss about moving air and its different forms. I'm sure all of you are familiar with the term atmosphere. Let us try to understand what atmosphere is. Our Earth is surrounded by a blanket of air called the atmosphere. You can see in the diagram the blanket of air that is surrounding our Earth. This blanket has several layers and it is called the atmosphere. Now we should also know why atmosphere is important to us. Atmosphere helps in maintaining the right temperature to sustain life on Earth. Not only this, it also protects us from the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun, which can cause several skin diseases to the people living on Earth. Children, we all know what air is. We cannot see air, but we can definitely feel it. Air is colorless and that is why we cannot see it. But do you know what air is made up of? That is, what is the composition of air? Let me tell you. Air is a mixture of several gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide and water vapor along with smoke and dust particles. That means all these are present in the air. Now, do you know which gas is most abundant in the air? That is, the maximum percentage of which gas is present in the air? It is nitrogen. That is, our air has 78% of nitrogen, while there is only 21% of oxygen present in it. And the rest 1% is made up of carbon dioxide, water vapor, smoke, and other dust particles. Now, moving air is called wind. Wind is the movement of air which is caused by the uneven heating of the earth. In the previous video, we had discussed how winds are caused due to the heat of the sun. That is, the heat of the sun heats up the air and the warm air then becomes lighter and moves upwards, while the cooler air, which is heavier, then rushes to take its place, thus causing winds. Now, when the wind moves gently, it is called breeze. That is, breeze is a light wind which has a soothing feeling, especially when it is a warm and a sultry day. Breeze is a very light wind which we can just feel, while wind blows a little harder and we can even hear it. We will discuss about land breeze and sea breeze and how they are caused in detail in our next video. We will now talk about gale and storm. For some of you, gale should be a new term. Strong moving wind is called a gale. Gale is very strong, stronger than a breeze and less than a storm. Now we have all heard the term storm several times. Fast and strong moving winds are called storms. A storm may be accompanied by heavy rains, snow, hail, thunder, sand or dust. A storm is faster and stronger than a gale, but it is much less than a hurricane, which is quite violent. Thunderstorm, as the name suggests, a storm occurring along with thunder and lightning is called thunderstorm. It is a violent weather disturbance associated with lightning, thunder, dense clouds, heavy rain or hail, and strong gusty winds. Since it is accompanied by lightning, it is also known as an electrical storm or a lightning storm. Did you know that the area that experiences the most thunderstorm days in the world is Northern Lake Victoria in Uganda, that is in Africa. That means thunderstorms occur quite frequently here in Uganda, Africa. Now let me tell you some more interesting facts. A person breathes about 18 kgs of air, which is much more than the 0.75 kg of food and around 2 to 4 liters of water that we consume in one single day. Most of the oxygen that we breathe doesn't come from the forest but from the oceans. The ocean algae give our earth the maximum oxygen. Oceans contain 96.5% of the water on earth. If all of that water fell as rain at once, then the whole planet would receive 1 inch of rain. Isn't that interesting? If the amount of sunlight reaching the earth was cut by 1/10, the oceans would turn to ice and life would cease to exist. That is, we would all freeze to death. With this, we come to an end of this class. I hope you have understood what atmosphere and air are, as well as the forms of moving air. We will continue with the same lesson in the next video. As reinforcement of the lesson done so far, you may watch the videos using the following links. See you next time.